Drop.
Friday night.
Hey. 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 Where the words at?
I was waiting for you to come in with the intro. Like, that's what I was waiting on.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're back. We're happy to be here. I'm your girl, Nikki.
And I'm Chelsea.
And this is another episode of a vibe called Melanin. This is what? Episode what?
This is episode 6.
All right, man.
Of our second season.
Oh, we hope y'all are doing so lovely out there.
You sound like a radio talk show host.
Quiet storm.
Yeah. Those were the vibes you were giving me when your voice tone changed like that.
Went down a little bit.
I don't know what mood you're trying to set. For the
just
people.
Good times, man. Whatever good times is for y'all. However y'all want to take it. It's Sunday.
Okay, so what's been going on? What's crack-a-lacking? What's popping? What's good in your hood?
Ain't nothing good in my hood.
Oh, why every time? Hold on. Okay, let's set the record straight. Why every time I ask you that question on the episode, you always say, "Ain't girl, ain't nothing good in the hood, ain't nothing going on over here," or I'm gonna need you to come with a little bit more intentionality.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, it ain't nothing good, but it's stuff going on. Which is it's just not good. Because every time I come up in here, y'all, I swear I am constantly bleeding out, hemorrhaging money left and right.
Well, you know,
I need a blood transfusion at this point.
Oh, not a blood transfusion.
I need a money transfusion.
Let's be clear in what it is you actually need.
Yeah, not blood. I'm good. I'm healthy. I need a money transfusion at this point because I'm just bleeding it. It's just coming out. It's just coming out and it's not being replaced.
So we not where the money resides right now.
I mean, the people we paying are for sure. Yeah, but the money done moved out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry to hear that.
Basically, y'all, what's been going on or what has happened, the rain has been crazy. Like Texas weather, you never know what you're going to get. But we've been getting a lot of rain. And it's supposed to be April showers. Bring May flowers. But
I don't know what's happening.
But yeah, that's not what it's been. It's just been May storms. And the May storms done tow up my house.
I mean, that's not funny. But it's how you said it. That's why I'm laughing. I'm not really laughing at your struggle. Mm-hmm.
They just done tow up my roof, y'all. Actually, okay, so my roof basically is leaking. Well, was leaking. It's been replaced. Well, not replaced.
She can't tell a story, y'all.
It's been repaired now, but the rain. So the weather isn't the reason for the roof being an issue. We don't think. So the person that went up there to check it out basically said, so this is a new construction home. We haven't been here for very long, mm-hmm. But when we did move in, when we were going through all the inspections and stuff, we did have issues with our roof. That was like one of the things that was supposed to be repaired, and they were supposed to fix the issues. So come like a year after being in the home, when your warranty is about to expire or whatever, they tell you to do another home inspection. Mm-hmm. We thought this was rectified. But we were like, let's go ahead and do the home inspection just to make sure, because if anything needs to be submitted for repairs, we need to do that. So we had another roofing person come out, and they basically said, yeah, no, ain't nothing been done. So I submitted that good old claim, and they came out and basically verified that there were still issues with the roof, and they were going to send somebody out to come fix it. So we ain't going to trust what nobody say, right? That's like y'all say y'all fixed it last time and it wasn't done. So after they claimed they repaired it, we hired another roofing company to come out to check it and make sure everything was good. That roofing company basically said, we don't see any problems with the roof. Like, it's all good. So we're like, okay, cool. We hadn't had any issues up until this past week with all the rain. So when this new person came, they basically said, yeah, your roof job was done poorly around certain areas. So there's like this little vent thing on the roof. I don't know what any of this mess is.
Yeah,
it's like some kind of metal vent that you can see on the outside. And he basically said the way they shingled it was they did it incorrectly. So the shingles were done in a way so that when water was coming in, it wasn't going off of the vent. It was like going underneath the vent. It wasn't going the way it was supposed to. So I guess all this time the water has just been collecting and collecting and collecting, and it finally just kind of started leaking through. He did repair it. It did cost us more money than I wanted to have to spend, but I mean, we gotta have.
I mean, you have to have a roof.
Yeah, we have to have a roof, and he did say that there were like a couple other spots that he saw where there were some issues, and he went ahead and patched those up as well. So hopefully that will solve the problem, and we won't have to spend no more money on nothing else. It's been raining, since he's repaired it, and I haven't noticed anything. So praise be to God that's it. Now, mold, I don't know if mold or any of that stuff is going to be an issue. I mean, we tried our best to like dry it out on the outs, from what we can see, but I didn't know if we needed to take the extra step and like cut it open and like fan out the inside, because that's another expense.
Ooh,
so I don't know. We just gonna
the joys of home ownership.
I know. And then this morning I was taking a shower.
Oh Lord, I feel like it's gonna go.
I think it's fine, but I was like, I know we ain't having like no plumbing issue.
Oh goodness!
I pray
when it rains,
it pours. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't keep money in my pocket, so that's basically why I say it's been bad, y'all. Because I'm just having to give out every dime I got to pay other people for stuff.
I'm sorry,
but like you said, it's the joys of home ownership.
Well, I'm not there yet, so if I have an issue, I can call the maintenance man and they come and do what they need to do.
How I miss those days.
that is where I'm at right now in life.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, it's been a pretty low key, chill couple weeks or whatever. Or I guess it's only. I don't know. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been chill. Work has been starting to pick up, and other than that, basically, I told you the other day that I'm hitting this weight loss thing, hitting the pavement like extra hard because y'all, I'm gonna be 35 in 4 months, and I need to be semi-fine. I'm not gonna be all the way fine.
Wait, it's the semi-fine for me. Like, why we not gonna be all the way fine?
Because it's not enough time. It's not enough time to get to where I would need to be all the way fine. But we're gonna get halfway there.
We're gonna get halfway there. Okay.
We're gonna be semi-fine in the works. We're gonna be there.
Semi-fine for 35. Got it.
We go. There we go.
Got it. That's
a tagline. Semi-fine for 35.
Semi-fine for 35.
And that's good enough for me for right now.
Okay. Well, I don't really have any major updates. I will continue to say that all is pretty well this way. I don't want to say I'm low-key living the life right now, but low-key I am.
It ain't low-key. That's high-key. High-key living a life.
But, all is good this way. I don't, I'm not ready to just dive all the way into some things that I have going on. But y'all just know that I worked really hard to get to this space of just, I don't want to even say happiness, but just some joy. Mm-hmm. So I am basking in it, loving every minute of it. So that's it.
Okay. Can't nobody be mad at that except for haters.
And I mean, I don't. What is a hater? Oh, okay.
It's like, what is a hater?
Like, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
So, but I'm excited for what's to come. I look forward to just seeing how things unravel.
Yeah.
As I, propel forward. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. That's it. But not to completely switch topics, but to keep this thing moving, we're having a little bit of, girl talk today. Just whatever randomness pops up throughout this episode, that's the aura of girl talk. Like, we talk about everything under the sun. I know you had brought something to me that you wanted to talk about. Do you want to go ahead and dive into this next topic?
Yeah, we can talk about it. So there's another podcast. It's called See the Thing Is. It consisted of three ladies. You have Bridget Kelly. You have Mandy. Oh, I don't know her last name. Oh, Mandy B. Whatever. Yeah, Mandy B. And then you had female DJ. Her name is Olivia Dope. So they were on this podcast together,
which is a part of what Joe Budden's
network,
it's a part of
Joe Budden's network or whatever. And he's got his own issues with his own podcast that's been going on.
I personally don't really follow him for various reasons.
Yeah. Which good choice. But I know his podcast is very, very popular. It's like one of the top 10 podcasts in the world or nation or whatever. So, but this podcast is new. He's always saying like he wanted to have like give a platform, for ladies, for them to go ahead and express themselves, blah, 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 blah. So it was going. Ladies are kind of getting to know each other. I don't think anybody was like super close friends prior to this thing starting or whatever. But you build bonds or whatever. So come episode 16.
Oh wow, we know the exact episode.
Yeah, because that's when things kind of shifted and got a little weird. Yeah, that's when the weirdness was like obvious to the rest of the world. So episode 16, things kind of take a turn, and I feel like it's an episode that probably shouldn't have been aired at all. Just because of the nature of the conversations that they were having should have been internal conversations. So it ended up being the girls were airing their grievances out with each other of whatever problems or issues that they had in their own little side chat. And then you had Joe Budden come in, and he was just sitting in on the episode. I guess there had been some people have been saying things about how he's not really as involved with their podcast as he should be. Mm-hmm. He was putting his attention in other areas. So he wanted to come on and say like, okay, what do you need me to do? I'm present now. Let's just go ahead and knock it out. So as this episode is going on, like you start to hear certain things being said.
I listened to the episode.
Oh, you did?
Well, because I take that back. Yeah, I listened to what she said in her video, and she had like timestamps on from the episode of when certain things were said to her. So.
Yeah, so there are a lot of things being said during the episode that Olivia Dope didn't really take kindly to, or made her feel, I'll just say, uncomfortable or whatever. And once the episode wrapped or whatever, they still did like a few more episodes, and then next thing you know, Olivia's gone, and we're like, what the heck like happened to Olivia? Like, where is she? The Mandy and Bridget briefly mentioned it, but it was kind of like a throwaway thing. Like they didn't really give it too much attention at all. But the listeners, like the viewers who watched it, kind of had our own ideas of what may have taken place. So come a couple weeks ago, I think it's about a week or two ago, Olivia finally comes out of her shell and decides to disclose her reasons for leaving. Might as well strike while the iron is hot, because Joe Budden is already under fire for other issues with his own podcast. And she basically alleges sexual harassment was her reason for leaving. Most of the stuff that was jarring and alarming was stuff that they ultimately ended up removing from the episode. So I can't say whether or not those things are actually said, but this is her take on it. But y'all, the stuff that this man was saying to her was outrageous. Basically saying that
he wanted to
F her, using the actual word. He's always wanted to F her. He said
the B word.
Yeah, he was calling her out a name. He wanted to F her after they wrapped. They were wrapping up the episode. He gave her a hug that she agreed to give him the hug, and then looking back, she saw that he was kind of making some motions, which a lot of people were like, oh, he wasn't doing nothing. But I'm like, guys, if that was your boss hugging you and gyrating his hips left and right or back and forth or whatever, you would feel some kind of way. So let's not act like that's normal.
We also don't get to determine what makes somebody uncomfortable
at all. And she's, before she even got into all the things that he said that were inappropriate, she let it be known, I don't know this man. Like, this guy is my employer. We have no personal relationship outside of this. So there was no reason for him to feel that we have that type of rapport or comfortability with each other to where he could speak to me that kind of, you know, that kind of way. Some people, like him and Mandy, are like good friends, so they kind of understand each other. So she may be okay with him saying certain things because that's her friend. But as my employer, you're not about to talk to me and say all kinds of crazy things like that. And I was seeing a lot of people basically saying, well, she never said anything. Like, she was checked in on, like, people kept asking her, are you uncomfortable? And she never shut it down. What are your thoughts on that?
I think when you are in a moment of being uncomfortable, and I say this because I have experienced uncomfortable moments where men have made me feel uncomfortable. And some instances, you know, kind of happen in public where they just say, like, men really just be saying, not all men, but some men just really just say whatever comes to their mind, and they really think that it's okay to say some of the things they say. And then I've also, like, in private moments at times have felt uncomfortable by a man. So you don't know how you may respond to being uncomfortable in a moment, because as it's happening, so many things are kind of going on through your, like, in your head, and it also depends on what it is as well that is making you uncomfortable, and you don't always know how to respond to that in the moment. So it doesn't shock me, and I'm not surprised that she, in that moment, even after being asked if she was uncomfortable, couldn't be honest in that moment and vocally say that she was uncomfortable.
Yeah, I agree. And then it's like, you have to think about all the things that are at play in the moment as well. Not only are you feeling uncomfortable, but you're looking at everybody else in the room, and everybody else in the room is acting like what's happening is okay. You're in a professional setting. This isn't a private conversation. This is in front of the entire world. So a part of you is going to want to be professional and just kind of roll with it, because we're recording live and everybody else is acting like this is okay. This is something maybe I can address, like, afterwards. Two, I don't feel like she necessarily had to say she was uncomfortable, because the fact that y'all are asking if she is uncomfortable means that you know that something
most likely is uncomfortable.
Yeah, that something is being said or done that would make somebody be uncomfortable, and you can see it on her face or hear it in her voice that something isn't right. So the cues are there. Y'all aren't idiots, you know. And three, like you said, like, there are a lot of conversations that people have where you go back and say, dang, I wish I had said this or done this. In the moment, you don't know how to react or how to respond. You can just shut down and just be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Or you just don't feel safe. You don't feel comfortable to do it. At the time, she may have been at fear of, like, losing her job or fear, like, this is my boss.
And she's also, because you said that she didn't really know any of these people, right? So she also probably didn't feel comfortable enough or safe enough, even though she's in a new environment. So it takes time to develop that sense of safety and that certain level of comfortability with people. That doesn't just, you know, automatically come. Like, you're trying to feel people out and get to know people and all of that. So you have this man who is saying all kinds of things to you, and you're on air, like you said, like, you don't really know how you would respond and handle things in that moment. So no, it doesn't shock me that she couldn't find it within herself
to say something
right then and there.
And then, like, the girls had their episode where they revealed their I guess they gave their side of the story. I didn't really like what they said. I do feel like Bridget, at some point tried to cover herself a lot, but saying like she's able to feel. I mean, she's allowed to feel however she feels. Like it's not right if she says she's uncomfortable. Is this and that? Like she said all the right things, but I feel like the intent behind it was a lot of damage control, and I feel like a lot of it was, I don't want to say blame shifting or anything like that, but I feel like they tried to make themselves the victims.
I was gonna say, because I listened to it as well. I don't want to say that they're bad people or anything like that, but I do feel like they kind of tried to shift it to kind of focus on them, because I think Mandy B made a comment and was like, it was almost like she felt like she was owed something. No, I don't owe you anything.
And the people, the public, the viewers can say whatever they want to say to y'all.
Right.
I mean, this is all our perception. So people are going to talk and people are going to say, and you just have to take it on the chin. Don't turn this and make this about what fans are saying about you. Like, this is about Olivia's experience. And I feel like a lot of what they said was not really genuine, only because of the things that were said after Olivia left.
Oh, okay.
Up until this point. So it's like there have been many shady, snarky side remarks that have been made in reference to Olivia since her departure. So don't come on her and act like, how could she not feel safe? Like, I can't believe she would think that we would act this way. You have been talking crap on Twitter, on the gram. You know, all this time you've been on air saying all these shady things, you know, about her. So let's not do that. And let's not act like Olivia was supposed to feel safe with y'all, when like a big part of this, what made this episode so uncomfortable, is that they were talking about private conversations that they had like within their own group chat. But y'all are bringing that stuff to the public and to the boss. Like, this is supposed to be y'all safe space to talk to each other and y'all figure out your issues. So why are you exposing the things that we're saying about Joe or whoever to him and doing it on air? So I already don't feel safe because I've been open with y'all, and then look what you do. You take that information and you spread it. So let's stop with the phoniness.
Yeah, I personally feel bad for Olivia because I know what it feels like to feel uncomfortable in a moment and feel like not so much you feel like you can't say anything, but you're so startled. You're so like thrown off your course that you don't really know how to react in the moment. Because then, like, looking back, you're like, I should have, I should have said this or I should have done that, but
you don't. Because I've been in a situation like that, kind of very, very similar to Olivia, at a job I had with a guy. He wasn't my manager per se, but he was a superior. And the things he used to say to me were very blunt and blatant, like what Joe would say. And he would not stop. Even if I would say, yeah, no, I'm not interested. Like, I at this time, I was already seeing Skip. I have a boyfriend, like I'm in a committed relationship. He would say he wanted to, F me. He would. He was basically offering to be my sugar daddy. He just would not.
He wouldn't leave you. And it's like, okay, if I say no and I'm showing you, hey, like, chill. Like, stop, then stop. You don't get to decide that you just joking or that you're playing, because what you're saying or what you're doing is making me uncomfortable.
And if I just say no, like, just leave it alone. Leave it alone.
I'm not interested. I don't want to do that. I don't want to partake. This is not a joke to me, and leave me alone.
And then it was like, in hindsight, when I was in that situation, what I should have done, I should have reported it. Like, I should have said, I should have done this, brought it to somebody else's attention, but I never did that. And why? Like, the answer, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I was shocked. I didn't know what to do. I didn't, like her, I didn't really feel safe that I could go and say something to somebody. I just pretty much had to deal with it until I ended up leaving. But yeah, I feel bad for Olivia. I am glad that she was able to tell her side of the story and get that out. And I mean, Joe went on and made, I guess, an apology, but he could have kept it.
Listen, because really, truth be told,
he could have kept it.
He does a lot of things that I'm not really fond of either. Yeah. When I see when he pops up on the headlines, I already know that it's some drama, it's something shady, it's something disrespectful that he has said, that he has done, and I'm not interested.
Yeah, and that's enough of them right now. But Olivia, girl, you're supported here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I hope you're on your way to healing. I know she said she was going to take some time away from social
as
media.
she should, because there's no telling what's coming at her on social media, the things that people are saying. And typically when you are in a situation, and I can't speak for everybody when it comes to like a sexual harassment type of situation, but oftentimes the blame is somehow placed on the person
that's receiving it.
Yeah. And that I don't think is fair.
It's not. But like you said, it's what happens. Yeah. And that's unfortunate.
I agree. But
and people trying to invalidate her feelings and anybody else who's gone through it like feelings. That's what gets to me.
And this is why I said that this in and of itself is an episode. Because this is oftentimes why a lot of people don't speak up.
Yep.
In certain situations, and you carry that with you, because if you do speak up, there's shame, you're at fault.
Why did you
wait so long to say something? You should have said something a long time ago, or
it didn't really happen.
Or well, what did you do to kind of put yourself in this situation to cause it, or to be on the receiving end of said harassment or whatever? So listen, people can be creeps, and they feel entitled to the things that they say and things that they do. But I'm gonna end this part of the show with this: especially if someone vocalizes and tells you, "Hey, don't say that to me again. Don't do that again. I'm not interested." Leave them alone.
Yep.
And keep trucking along.
Keep it moving.
And take your drama and your whatever you want to do somewhere else.
Yep.
End of story. End of discussion. That's all I have. That is all I have on that.
Okay, so I kind of want to pick your brain here because I had a friend who wanted us to discuss something on the show. Okay. She had a personal situation. And she wanted to get...
Oh. Y'all are asking for advice. Please beware.
Yeah.
That
we're not going
to given the context, however much context I have regarding the situation, I'm going to try to be as honest as I possibly can.
Yeah.
So just beware. That's all I got. Okay.
Well, in short, basically, she's been seeing this guy for 2 years, but he will not say that they're in a relationship. And she doesn't know what to do with that or how to proceed, like whether or not she should stay or leave or what to do. So just to kind of give you a little bit of the backstory. She met this guy just out randomly. It ended up being a hookup type situation, one night stand. Okay. I guess the one night stand went good because they stayed in touch and they became friends or whatever. And he was single, she was single. Neither one of them were looking for any type of relationship. So they decided, hey, you cool. Hey, let's be cool together and let's just have this friends with benefits, type of
don't do it.
So they had an understanding that they were just gonna be friends with benefits, and
that don't ever work. I'm sorry. Carry on.
Clearly, it doesn't work.
It doesn't,
and it hasn't been working. So it was working. It was going good for a while. On the surface,
it's working on the surface, but in actuality, it is not working. It never works. But
it never works. So they're carrying on about this business. Intentions are all set. We're just friends with benefits. You can see who you want to see. I can see who I want to see. But they're spending so much time together. She started to develop some sense of attachment, to the guy.
I mean, well, yeah, they are spending a lot of time with each other. They are being
very intimate, close.
Like they're intimate. I mean, obviously physically intimate, but I'm sure they have conversations and hanging out, spending a lot of time with each other. So it's almost hard to not
separate, to form some type of
attachment or I don't even want to say connection, but attachment, because this sounds like an attachment.
And then to add complexity to the issue, they're like meeting each other's families.
Oh, girl.
The families are now cool. They're basically just live this big happy family life, but they just friends with benefits.
No, ma'am.
Come 6-7 months down the road, old dude is out, has a one night stand with another lady.
Hold on.
Has a one night stand with another lady.
A homie likes one night stands, huh? That's his thing, right? I see. Okay.
He loves them. Apparently. Had a one night stand, didn't tell old girl for a while. I think she said like he eventually came clean like a week or so later because he kind of felt bad. So he went ahead and told her, and she admitted like, I shouldn't be upset about this because we don't have like any type of real relationship, but she was devastated. She was hurt. She basically cried like the whole day, ended up having to take off work. It shook her. They recover and have since remained in this friends with benefits arrangement. Now, I think at one point, well, she keeps asking him, like, what are we doing? And he's like, I don't want a commitment. I don't want any of that. Like, we just doing this. And she's like, okay. She's just like, okay, whatever. She's going along with it. So now we're like 2 years in.
2 years?
We're like 2 years into this friends with benefits situation, and she's basically saying like they live their lives as if they are in a committed relationship. Like he has said that he's not going to really he doesn't really have any interest in seeing anybody else, and she clearly has no interest in seeing anybody else. This is like the point that they're in, but he just will not put a title on this relationship. He just does not want to be forced into, I don't want to say forced, he just doesn't want to have that commitment, but he doesn't want to relinquish control of her either or let it go. He's like, we're still friends with benefits. No. So I don't want to commit to you, but let's just not see other people, but let's not be together either.
That is a situationship. Those are trash. Yeah. Girl, you need to go back to season 1 of our show and listen to our episode where I go into context explaining situationships. They are trash. They are not for you. Yeah. They are dangerous. Yep. You are not going to get the results that you want from a situationship. Yep. But anyways.
So that's basically it. She doesn't know what to do because she doesn't want to let him go because she's invested 2 years of her life. She's so far into it, but she's not getting the commitment that she wants. So she's like, what, should I wait around? Should I see if he's going to change?
Okay, girl. You want the real?
Give it a real.
I'm going to give you the real.
Talk to the camera.
I'm going to give you the real.
Buckle up.
Let that man go.
Yeah.
You at this point, you have to ask yourself, what do I really want out of life, out of a relationship? Like, is this really this 2-year situationship where this man is blatantly telling you that he doesn't want to commit to you, but he's selfish? Like, he's selfish because although he doesn't want to commit to you, he doesn't want to let you go either. That is not a situation you want to be in. And if you are even like posing this question to us, you have your doubts. So it's like your intuition is speaking to you and telling you that this situation is wrong. Girl, let that go. Yeah. Like this will not end good for you.
Yeah. That's what I say. Like, if a relationship is what you want and a relationship is not what you're getting, you need to let it go. Like I said, let it go. There is no point in holding on to this. You are not going to get what you want from him. Like you said, I feel like he is kind of controlling and manipulating you by telling you, hey, I'm not going to see anybody else, or I don't want you to. He's making you feel comfortable as if this can be your safe place.
He's doing just enough to make you think that you have a chance. or that he's gonna come around, but he's not.
He's
not going to come around. He's gonna continue to do what you allow him to do. And girl, I want better for you.
I want better for you too.
I want better for you. Let it go. Is it going to hurt you?
Yes.
In the moment, absolutely.
It hurt her at 6 months.
Trust me. Trust me. As time goes by, and not just time, because you have to put in the work to get better, to heal, to let things go and evolve as a person. But you'll look back on this moment and you're going to be like, what the hell was I thinking? Why did I allow myself to compromise so much on my values and what I wanted? And why did I, almost like, why did I think that was the best I could do?
Yeah.
Being single, girl, because you are single. You are not in a relationship. You are not married. You are not committed to this man, and this man is not committed to you. I promise you're going to be okay.
Yeah, you're going to be good. Let that man go. You're going to be good.
Because you staying in this situation, you are... This is not... how can I put this? You're experiencing things that probably was never meant for you to even go through anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you can take this and use it as a mechanism, as a learning experience to do better for myself in the future, to get better, to do better, so that you can position yourself to receive better. And yeah, girl, let it go. That is I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Let that go.
Yeah, I think it's really just that simple. You just gotta let it go. If you're not getting what you want from it, there's no point in holding on.
Because what are you holding on to?
Right.
What are you holding on to? She's
holding on to a dream.
But what dream?
That will not be realized.
But what dream is happening with this man? There's no dream. That's a nightmare.
The sex must be.
And is it that good though?
It must be.
That's an attachment. Now, see, that's the whole conversation. Talking about soul ties and all that, all that other stuff. But you're ultimately keeping yourself from potentially receiving what it is you
really desire,
what you really, really desire. A man who will gladly claim you as yours.
So now,
that would have the intentionality of being so intentional about you and choosing you because he wants to choose you.
So let me ask you this. What if she has this conversation with him and basically says she can't do it anymore? She desires a relationship and he's not in a place where he can give that to her. And as she tries to leave, he basically sweet talks her back. And what if he then says, okay, I'm tripping. I don't want you to go. No. How about we go ahead and just make this thing official? You think she should stay in, or should she still keep it moving?
I still think she should keep it moving.
Yeah.
Nothing about what I have received from, what you share regarding the situation tells me that this is the man for her, or that she's the woman for him. This is a little bump in the road, girl. It's plenty more fish in the sea.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is Chelsea's take.
No, I agree. I think even if he says let's be in a relationship, you should date it.
Yeah, this is not,
because it shouldn't take all this. If he really wanted one, he would have been and gave you one.
Yeah.
And that's just another way of him trying to string you along and keep you until he finds.
Because what happens if he have another one night stand?
Yeah, until he finds somebody else.
Or he meets somebody else that really garners his attention.
Yeah, that he actually desires
a
relationship with.
You're just sitting there looking stupid. No.
Yeah, I think and not to say anything bad with her. I think there's just something about her that doesn't 100% fulfill him.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. And I think that's the mistake that we make as women sometimes when we're going through the dating process. We can attach ourselves so quickly to a guy just because, he took me out on a few dates, or he's showing himself to be intentional for a little bit, and sometimes in certain situations, it really is just a lack of compatibility.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make you bad. That doesn't make that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you, and it also doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with him.
Yeah,
y'all are just not compatible. Y'all may have been, y'all may have connected or clicked for this brief little moment, but there was nothing else to sustain that. Mm-hmm. Like, ultimately, you don't have what he's looking for, and he doesn't have what you're looking for.
You're both missing what you're reaching for.
So, yeah, move on.
So, another friend of mine has been seeing a guy 5 years.
Okay.
So, they have... Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty solid relationship.
I'm not to cut you out real quick, but it's on my spirit, so I gotta say it. Thank y'all for trusting us so much to want to get our advice.
Yeah.
But anyway, carry on.
Okay, so you've been seeing a guy for 5 years, and they recently decided to take the next step and move in with each other. I don't know why the next step is an engagement and marriage, but that may be for a good, maybe a good reason.
Married people always listen. Married people always got something to say.
So they've been now cohabitating, living under the same, roof and household for 3 months, and she went into this knowing a little bit that he wasn't the most tidy of individual, basically. Mm-hmm. But she didn't realize 100% how terrible he was.
Okay.
Because it's like next level terrible. Basically, she's like, he won't clean nothing. Like, he'll let the bathtub get to the point where it's just like dirt caked up on this and that. He will not wash a dish. He will not put anything in the trash. There's clothes, trash, everything all over the place. And she's constantly having to clean up after him, and it's bothering her because he just lives in complete and utter filth at all times. Has no desire to live in a clean space or to help contribute to living in a clean space. She has had conversations with him and brought it up to him and basically said, like, hey, she's basically...
I don't know why Nikki's laughing at you, but...
Because of what she did, she tried to come up with this deal. She was like, dude, I will give you the best blowjob ever.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we're bribing with sex to get
she's
this
like,
man
I'll
to
do this, I'll do that. If you will just do 1, 2, and 3. And he was like, okay, babe, I'll do 1, 2, and 3. And she wasn't even giving him a big long list. She was like, if you could just help me out with these few things, I can handle everything else. And she said he did it for 3 days, and then after 3 days he reverted back. Had another conversation, this time a little bit more serious. I'm questioning this relationship. Can you please contribute and do something? Because I can't live in filth. Okay, babe. He does it for a few days and then reverts back. So now she took it upon herself to say, okay, I'm going to take a break. Not a break from him. I'm going to take a break from doing my part, because maybe if he can just see how much filth accumulates, that he'll eventually get tired.
People that live in filth don't care.
It's not filth to them.
They do not care.
So she took that approach, and it
she
didn't
was probably
work.
more frustrated and pissed off.
Yeah, it didn't work. He don't have it in him, sis. So she's at this point now where, they've been together for 5 years and lived together for 3. The only thing left is for them to get engaged and get married, right? That's the next step. If
that's what they want.
That's what we're moving or aiming towards. Mm-hmm. But because of this living situation and how she sees him living on a day-to-day basis, she's like, I don't know, sis. She's questioning, should I stay or should I go?
I don't know. Because I value cleanliness.
Mm-hmm.
So I know for me personally that I would want a man who also values cleanliness as well.
Yeah.
Because I can't do filth. I can't operate in filth. That just thinking about it, she gonna make me break out in hives just having this conversation. Girl, I don't know. I'm gonna let the married person give their 2 cents on this.
I say don't marry him.
Okay.
I think she should let it go. And the only reason I say that is because we're talking about the rest of your life here.
Yeah.
And
you can't make you can't change a person.
You can't change him. And you've already seen that you cannot change him. And if it is bothering you this much to where you are truly questioning whether or not the relationship is going to work, I don't think it's going to work, sis. Unless you are 100% okay, which she's basically said she's not.
Oh, yeah.
Okay with just taking on the responsibility of keeping the household tidy, putting all his stuff away, cleaning, after, basically having a child for a grown man.
No.
Unless you're okay with taking on that load, it's not going to work. She's going to resent him. She's going to be angry. It's gonna be a problem.
Well, you heard it live.
And I know that sounds like a petty reason.
From the married woman herself, who has been married for how long?
It'll be 8 years this year. So
that's so lovely. That is.
Yeah.
That is. Again, yeah. That's one of those things that probably would make me be like, I don't know if I can do that, because, and I don't even want to say that it sounds like a petty reason. It's not a petty reason. Because I just value cleanliness, so my man is gonna have to value that as well. I'm gonna need you to be picking up after yourself, cleaning up after yourself, keeping our household clean and all of that. So well, first of all, girl, I will say you need to move out.
Yeah. See, this is one of those situations where, we say that people probably shouldn't live together prior to marriage. A lot of people, but I mean, in this case, it may save her from marrying a person that she's not compatible, ultimately not compatible with, because I mean, like love and all that stuff is good, but this is I'm just saying, like,
but she better say what's love got to do with it. That is what she finna say.
This is your home life. This is your safe space, your haven. Like, you're supposed to feel at peace when you're at home.
Listen, and anybody that personally knows me knows that my home is not just somewhere I just lay my head. That is my sanctuary.
Yes.
That is my place of peace. If I cannot find safety, peace, and comfort nowhere else in the world, I should be able to go home and feel all of that. The minute I step foot into my house, I should feel relief and happy to be there. You not happy to be there, sis.
And he's not gonna change. I mean, I will say, like, before you completely throw the relationship away, I'll probably just throw it away. But if you want to,
says the person. Married people are so funny, y'all. Y'all are hilarious. I just want y'all to know. I love watching married people. Now, not all married people, but I love just like watching married people do married stuff, and then just like the little sly remarks y'all be trying to say to single people. I be like, hold on, wait a minute. Let's come back around. But no.
I would say maybe do some premarital counseling and kind of go through that whole process, because by the end of that, like, you're gonna know. You're gonna know. And there may be some other issues that end up coming up that y'all may show, okay, hell no.
Yeah.
Like, we are more incompatible than what we thought. But the fact that you feel this is something that she feels so strongly about, that she is already questioning, like, walking away from the relationship. Just imagine yourself living 5, 10, 15, 20 infinity years with this person and just living in complete filth, because he's not going to help you. He's not gonna help you. He's not gonna change.
Y'all, for the audio listeners only, y'all will understand why I'm laughing, because her facial expression just said it all.
He don't care. He don't care, sis.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. First of all, I would definitely tell you to go ahead and move out, because
yeah, you gotta leave.
I can't live like that. I don't want you to live like that.
Now, that could be an arrangement. Like, if you okay with him living in his own space and you living in your own space, y'all can be married in a separate house.
No, okay. Now this is where my wisdom come in here and be like, no, ma'am. Absolutely not. We are not going to be condoning married people staying in separate locations.
Oh, my God.
No. Now, if you getting on my nerves for today, you can go in your man cave. That's the only way
it's gonna work, sis. It's the only way it's gonna work is if y'all want to live separate but be together at heart. That's
not good marital advice or premarital advice. That
basically means let it go. Let it go.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no. That I will say this. I definitely think it's important to understand, like, a person's values and things that they take serious heed to, because that will tell you a lot about a person as well.
Yeah,
I know for me, like, listen, that cleanliness, that would drive me insane.
Yeah, you have to know what your deal breakers are. If to you it's like that's a deal breaker, which it sounds like it is. A deal breaker is a deal breaker. There's no negotiating deal breakers.
Yeah.
Negotiating deal breakers just leaves you in misery, honey. Don't. And then what's gonna happen when you see the next dude and you go to and he's like all clean? You at your coworker house for a party and you like, dang, it's tidy up there. And you like, oh dang, he looking kind of good.
Listen, you looking kind of right. Okay.
We always got along real good. You looking good. This place is looking good. Smelling good.
Man,
what's gonna happen then, sis?
You still over here messing with the slum who don't want to clean up after himself.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't want to tell you to leave that man, but you need to leave that man.
No.
I don't want to tell you to leave that man, but you need to leave that man.
Stand in your opinion.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to tell you to do that, but you need to leave that man. I'm sorry.
I don't want to tell you to do that, but
you need to leave that man.
Yeah. Yeah, girl. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like you've tried. Like, she's tried on multiple occasions, and nothing works. So you're either okay with taking on a load, or you're not. And I know you, and you know you, and you're not. So,
oh, girl. Yeah.
Sorry.
5 years is a long time to be with somebody.
It is.
So I can understand, in some regards, I can understand,
the hesitance
of wanting to end a relationship that you've been in for a long time. But
relationships end every day, B.
Oh, wow.
So do marriages.
I was finna say, hold on. You said that like it ain't nothing.
Well, I'm just saying I mean, it's a long time, but longer relationships have ended.
Absolutely.
It's a part of life.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I know.
It is what it is.
Oh, she telling us all it is. In no regards to our little feelings.
It is what it is, sis. There'll be another. Just come on.
Oh, wow.
Come on. Find somebody that you're truly compatible with. You have time. I mean, it's not like you're not 99 and about to die tomorrow. Like, you have time to find somebody that's truly going to make you happy in all areas. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. I'm not going to say like it's going to be perfect, but you can find somebody that you're a little bit more compatible with, who you're not going to hate.
Yeah, because I feel like this situation will grow into hate.
It's going to grow into hate.
Yeah. Well.
And it's just because it's just two completely different personalities.
Go out here and be in the streets. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Because I'm not out here in the streets. I'm just playing.
I don't know if I could ask that. I don't think so. Never mind.
Okay.
They gonna say that for another girl. Another girl.
Okay. I don't even know what you are even trying to hint at
your
asking
opinion
me
about like a hoe face.
That should be a different conversation or a different. We can make a whole episode out of that.
Okay, so we'll talk about the whole phase coming soon.
Oh wow,
whole phase episode coming soon.
Hotation in this mug like Esau Insecure. No, I'm just playing, y'all. Oh wow, yeah, girl. Nikki told you to leave this man alone. All I'm gonna say is you will grow. I feel like you're gonna grow to hate this situation, and I don't want you to grow to hate this man or hate being in this relationship, or
settle for a relationship that you're not
either.
Happy in.
Because again, that settling, you will eventually resent that decision, could possibly resent that person, and even resent yourself for allowing yourself to settle and stick around with something that you're ultimately not happy with. So yeah, that's all I got. That's all I have on that.
That's all I got too. I told you what I think you should do. So.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about today, girl? Because I just feel like you got stuff in your spirit. I just feel it. I feel it.
Was there any? I mean, I didn't feel like
I really don't. No, I mean, earlier you mentioned your, what'd you say, your semi-fine? I came up with it, but I don't even remember what I said at this point. You're about to be 35. How do you feel about?
Where we going?
No. How do you feel about approaching 35? Because I mean, people make 35 to seem like a big deal and all of that. Like, what are you feeling, and what are you most excited about as you kind of gear into this next season of your life, ma'am?
I mean, I feel good about 35. I am one of those people who I'm always looking forward to, like, the next phase. You always have, like, a lot of people who are like, oh, I don't want to get old, or I don't want to be 30 is this or that. I'm always ready for that milestone. I'm geeked. It just makes me feel a little bit more, like, mature and newfound more wisdom. I just feel like I'm in a better place in life. So I feel good. I'm ready for it. I have no problems with it. Now, I will say, with aging, of course, does come some concerns. And I don't really want to say concerns, but the only thing that I really think about now is that if I were to have another child, I would then be in that the high risk pregnancy type situation. So those kind of thoughts kind of come in my mind, like, because I'm not pregnant now. I don't even know if another child is going to be, in the picture or not. I would like there to be, but we have to get on on the same page about that here. So that's the only thing that I kind of think about is like, damn, I'm getting kind of old.
You're not old.
In terms of fertility and carrying pregnancies and all that thing. I mean, it's geriatric pregnancy, so that's old. Well. I mean, that's old. Yeah. When you're 35 and you're pregnant, it's called a geriatric pregnancy. Well, so things work different then. So that's like the only thing that I really think about, like how much more time do I have in terms of expanding the family if that's what we decide to do, and what is that going to look like? What is that experience going to be like? Is it going to be the same as it was before, which was super easy, as far as carrying, or I'm going to be faced with all these different
there's no way to really know that.
I know.
My only thing to that would just be, and I know I'm sure it's easier said than done, but if God wants you to have a second child, even if he wants you to have that second child at 40, he's gonna make a way and allow that thing to happen.
I mean, it's not anything that I'm like, that's pretty much where I'm at with it. I'm like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that's just one of the things I think about as approaching 35 and beyond.
I'm approaching 35 and I got now one child.
Yeah. So other than that, I'm just looking forward to the next chapter, whatever that is. I think I said this on the last episode, and this doesn't just apply to my family. It's just me it's me too. I'm fly by the seat of your pants. I don't really plan a whole lot. I just kind of take each day as it comes, and I'm just gonna see what's out there for me. I mean, I'm looking forward to, like I said, growing, becoming more focused and spending more time on reaching the goals that I want to reach, because I know that, I don't want to say there's like time limits on it, but where I feel like I really have the energy to put into it and pour into it like I should. So I'm looking forward to just really hitting the paint hard, just going hard for everything.
Awesome.
Reaching all those goals, physical, business, friendships, just all that stuff. So that's it, man. I'm ready.
Ooh, I feel your excitement.
I'm ready.
Are you going to celebrate?
I am. I do want to celebrate. I was about to say I am going to celebrate, because y'all, I don't do birthdays. I don't hardly ever celebrate my birthday. I can't remember the last time. I mean, I celebrated at 30, but that was but that was also like a gender reveal. Man.
I remember like, okay, girl, when we gonna get the information about this trip that you want to take for 30? And you was just not giving no information. I was like, well, I guess she not going nowhere. I'm like, okay. And then we finally met up, and then you told me you was pregnant. And I said, oh, well, we gonna, I guess you gonna have a gender reveal for your 30th birthday. And that's what we did.
That's what I did at a gender reveal. That's the last time I've really done like any type of celebration. So for 35, I do think it's important to kind of celebrate like the milestones. I would like to take a trip somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know where at this time. But I do want to go somewhere. I told you I'm taking off work. I'm going to be out work for a good month. So it's going to be me time at doing what I want to do when I want to do it come my birthday. 35 is serious, y'all. So
okay.
That's what I'm doing. That would be my celebration. I don't know that I would have like a party per se. I just want to do something that I would just like to travel and go somewhere and just lay out and have a good time. Where, I don't know, because of the time of year. I don't know exactly what I want to do, what the weather's going to be doing, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, well, that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for you.
Mm-hmm. Now, you're not too far from 35. How you feel about it?
I mean, I feel great. Like, I don't classify my age as old. Yeah. I know it sounds old when we're young. Mm-hmm. Like, oh my God, 30 is old. And then you get 30 and you're like, that's really not that old now. You know, your joints and stuff might be hurting a little bit.
That kicked in at 30.
You know, or whatever. But as far as just feeling like my life is over or that I don't have that much time or anything like that, I don't feel that way about it. I feel like I have more wisdom, more life experience to help me navigate and make decisions to have an even better future. I feel like I'm really, becoming who I'm supposed to become. Yeah. And who I've always meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm excited about it. I mean, I'll be 35 next year, but yeah, I would like to travel as well. So y'all probably won't see me here in Texas.
Yeah, I gotta get out of Texas. Even if I don't go somewhere super crazy, I ain't gonna be here.
No, but I haven't thought about as far as like any like major celebrations. I'm pretty sure with the space that I'm in now and really like taking the time to celebrate myself more, I can foresee myself doing something with family and friends here, but I definitely want to take a trip. I would prefer to take a vacation. So whoever he is, you need to come find me.
Ooh, how would you feel about...
Nope.
You don't even know what I was about to ask.
Because I don't trust y'all.
No, I was going to say, how would you feel about...
Nope.
Y'all, she won't even let me get it out. How would you feel about on the Vibe called Melanin, we did some kind of like, I don't know, like I want to date Chelsea. type thing where like dudes who are interested like reach out and you go out like on a date with random people who say that they want to get to know you?
Y'all should see my face, okay? Y'all should really see my face. I don't know.
That would be you never know, girl.
I mean, you never know. I'm not saying I'm closed off to anything, but
so let's try it out.
Oh wow. Okay. Hold on. Let's be clear. I feel like she want to get this set up and get this started. So this will be all you.
Yeah.
This will be all you trying to do this. So I don't.
So you ain't gonna help it out. Well, no, you just show up on the date.
On.
No, you just show up.
Like, why am I gonna help?
Yeah,
no, that's your idea.
You not. Yeah, Chelsea ain't gotta do nothing but go see y'all and be cute. Y'all dudes, if y'all are interested.
Oh wow! Like an ad. Let's hook my friend up.
Y'all just shoot us a message.
Oh my gosh!
And we'll work out the details.
Wow!
But it's gonna be a screening process. I ain't.
I was about to say. Look,
I ain't gonna let you just go on a date with.
Well,
just
I'm
any
not
old
gonna
body.
just go on a date with just any old body anyway. But
so let me ask you this: if people start to infiltrate and fill up this inbox, do you want to see them ahead of time, or would you be okay with it being a blind?
No, I'm gonna need to see them.
No blind date?
I'm gonna need to see them because while physical is not everything, it is something. So I need and although y'all are you're my friends, I don't know
that are the taste
that the physical taste
is in alignment.
Would be in alignment. Because if we were to line up just maybe 3, just to say a number, 3 of the guys that I've dated, none of them look the same.
See, so that's a reason why look, it's just a date. So what if because we always talk about this, it's all about the character and the integrity of the person.
It is, but I've also said that physical is important.
What if they're not? We ain't gonna set you up with nobody that's just completely
unattractive.
Whoever,
just
you. Me. We may tag some people in.
Who we gonna tag in? Who we tagging in?
Get a little panel.
A panel.
Get a panel together and be like, if they have to pass.
Hold on, wait. No. Because number one, first and foremost,
everybody has to give the check. If everybody is like, okay, then he's good to
not
go.
Not even everybody has to give the check. Who gonna be on this panel? Because I would have to approve the panel.
Yeah, you approve the panel.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't be nobody that I'm not just gonna pick some random people.
Okay.
Whoever you trust, I'll let you pick.
I like her. Y'all, I really feel like my co-host is dead serious right now. She is I almost shouldn't even put that out there about I want to be on a vacation with my man for my 35th birthday.
But no, because I don't. Whoever your trusted advisors end up being, we ain't gonna set you up with nobody that's busted. They may not be. We ain't gonna say they're gonna be 10s on the scale, but
I'm gonna need a 10.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness! I'm just playing. Oh my gosh! I don't. First of all, to any of the people that is listening to this, y'all don't pay us no mind.
No, you pay us mine. You go ahead and shoot your shot in the DMs.
Wow. Oh wow.
Shoot your shot and we gonna work it out.
Wow. My co-host is telling our listeners if they are interested in me to shoot their shot.
Shoot the shot.
And
we gonna set it up.
Oh wow.
If you qualify.
So okay, hold on, wait. So are they shooting their shot in my DM directly?
No, because whatever you got access to. If you only have access to her, you can shoot it in there and you can just forward it on over.
Oh,
but it's preferred for you to shoot your shot. Do you want them to, they can just in the podcast.
We talking this out live on the episode. I don't even know. Hold on. I don't even know how she formulated this concept in her mind.
It just came.
Married people always be doing extra stuff. Let me hook up my single friends. You single. Okay, y'all should go on a date. No.
So yeah, I mean, shoot your shot in her DMs. You can shoot your shot in the vibe called Melanin DMs. Just wherever you get it, where you fit it.
She is so serious. I feel like you like. I'm
dead serious.
Like this is.
I'm dead serious because there's some quality come through. I'm gonna be like, Chelsea, you may want to take a look. You may want to.
Come on, quality.
You may want to take a look at this.
Oh my gosh, y'all! I cannot with my co-host right now. Wow.
Ain't gonna pass up on no blessings, girl.
Well, no, I'm not gonna pass up on my blessing. I waited a long time for my blessing to come, so we are not gonna pass up the blessing. But just the fact that you are on this episode talking about setting up your co-host on dates and telling people to slide in the DM, my parents gonna be like, "What is going on?" Because they listen to the episodes. They're like, "What is going on?"
They'll be all right.
Wow.
They'll be all right.
Wow. Well, y'all heard it here first.
Yeah.
I have no idea what my co-host is, where they came from.
Cook it up. It just, I don't know. It came from God.
I don't know that.
He was talking to me and he put it on my heart and on my spirit, so I just had to let it out. So we just gonna see what happens.
Oh wow. Okay.
We gonna see what happens. So send in y'all's little resumes.
Wow.
And
wow.
Let the games begin.
That's really where we at. Y'all, I'm appalled right now. I don't even know what to say. But she's dead serious about setting me up on some dates.
You see
or whatever. I don't know. I'm a little taken aback right now.
But would you partake, you think? Like if people actually really do send in their stuff and I'm like evaluating, I'm like, Joe, for real? Like he may be some, that doesn't mean he's gonna be compatible. But
no, I mean, well, here's the thing now, and this is something that I came to the realization, because I used to say, and this is where you really have to check yourself as far as the words you use, because I used to really be like, I don't like dating, like the process of dating and all that. But that's not necessarily true. I do enjoy getting to know people and meeting people and talking to people and all of that. There are aspects of the dating process that I don't like, but that's typically when it doesn't go in my favor or go the way that I want it to. But the getting to like meeting someone new or getting like having conversation and socializing, all of that, I do enjoy that. So I'm not saying that I'm opposed, but this is just absurd.
It's absurd.
It is just completely absurd that my co-host has just embarrassed me on air. Basically, is what she's doing.
It's not an embarrassment. It's fun. It'll be a good time. And in the process, you may meet some people that we can network with for other reasons. Absolutely. It can be all kinds of connections.
Absolutely. And I mean, my philosophy is I'm pretty open to whoever God wants to enter or bring into my life, regardless of how it pans out. Because, there's reasons for everything. I meet this person over here that may be connected to somebody else that I'm supposed to know or supposed to be in relationship with, whether it's for networking purposes, whether it's a new friendship, whether it's a business opportunity, whatever the case may be. So, or even just that person, I can connect them with somebody. Right. So, so I'm not necessarily opposed. It's just, like I said,
it's just crazy. It just came
it's crazy. It just came out the blue, and
it's all about the spontaneity, girl.
Just married folks, I tell you. y'all be on one. Y'all be on one for real.
All right, with that being said, we like to close the show out on a positive note.
You go first, because I usually go first.
Okay. My positive note, I'm always about the action items. I forgot what I said, actually, so I'm going to start over. Okay, so
she over here thinking about blind dates and stuff.
So my positive note or action item for you guys this week is just to connect with or check in on a friend that you haven't talked to in a while. Like today, me and Chelsea got a chance to kind of chop it up about different topics. It's kind of fun, to just talk about carefree
random
stuff. Yeah, random stuff that don't really got nothing to do with nothing, but it's just fun to get each other's perspective and take and just have a good laugh. So just connect with somebody that you may not have checked in on a while and just see how they're doing and just see what happens. Just talk. That's it.
And my positive note for this week is just a reminder to be consistent in your efforts, in your goals, or just whatever it is you're working on, whether it's trying to improve yourself, you're trying to reach a certain milestone, reach a certain goal or whatever. Consistency is key in yielding the types of results that you want to see. So keep at it.
Yeah, that's the word for real, because without consistency, it ain't
you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to see the results that you want to see. And even when you are being consistent, in those moments, you still may not necessarily see the types of results that you want to see in that exact moment, but that don't mean to give up or to stop. Like, of course, know when to rest and rest your mind and take a break, but get back to it. Like, don't lose that intentionality of just being consistent in your efforts.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say too. As you are being consistent and you do start to see results, don't take that as, oh, I'm good now. And take it and stop and take a back seat. Like, keep pushing forward, because you haven't reached anything yet. And you can continue force yourself to go backwards if you just kind of chill or get comfortable with where you're at. So just be consistent, like she said, and live your best life.
Yes, indeed. Well, you can follow me at Chelsea_Diamond_ on Instagram, and you can follow the podcast page at A Vibe Called Melanin on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and all your favorite streaming services.
And you can follow me at Nikki the Robin on Instagram, and that's NIKKIE, and you can request your dates with Chelsea. On any
I thought we was done with this part. Oh my god.
You can request your dates.
Wow.
With Chelsea.
Oh my goodness.
On any of those pages. And we just want to say thank you guys for rocking with us. Thank y'all for listening and watching and chiming in and giving your feedback.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate y'all.
We appreciate all of it. So spread the word, like, comment, subscribe, join the fun, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Until next time. Peace.